About to take off. Look at you, Mr. Cool. It is actually a lot safer now. We got that marker light or brake light. That way, nobody runs into the back of them. And we got our spotlight to be able to see. Swivel. Maybe some squirrels and stuff. Yeah, squirrels. All right, let's ride, buddy. All right, we got the bike out. Spotlight on. Headlight on. Tail light on. Looking good. I'll have to get the tail light put back on the Ultra B. We'll be all set up for the springtime. We're gonna get him a custom cushion for in there, because that hump from the seat, for like a kid's seat to put in there, it's designed that way. So I think of something to put in there, cut out the bottom, a little bit of some foam, and put it on there so it's like mostly padded, because his butt sits towards the back. So figure something out. All right, let's ride. I'm gonna start off the video with this, and then I will show you guys how this came about, and if you're interested, keep watching. All right, got the second light mounted up, and gonna use it as like a spotlight. So we got it, you can swivel, you can go up and down. I'm gonna lock those in a little bit tighter, but just got one bolt through there, up and under into here. Oh, that's too dark. Battery I've got up towards the nose right now on a little bit of a flat spot. I would like to make some kind of a bracket where it could like be held up, but again, that's going to have to be like other holes. Glue probably wouldn't hold, or what. I was thinking about a bracket like right here up underneath this little lip, and then you would just see two bolt holes coming up, kind of like a battery bracket in a motorcycle or something like that, similar to. That'll be the main headlight down there. So that will turn on with the rear tail light, which I'm trying to figure out what the best way is to mount the tail light there. And then, so this will be fun to be able to swivel around. So I've got two different switches, the same ones. I'm gonna run a fuse off of each one just because I already have all this stuff from like mini bikes and stuff like that. So like I figured I was gonna come up underneath and put them right there and right there, like so they'd be like up on top, flick, flick. And then I could easily just reach over and, oh, that would be on this side, the connecting side. And then battery up underneath, kind of would be cool. What I think I'm going to go with is that far up there. And then eventually, too, if like kids use this with the seat, they could still put their feet on each side. My dog has no issues with anything here, so that's good. If you're wondering, I put these hooks in, too, on this thing. Really sturdy hooks, and got some good rubber guards, just as mounting points to and hook points for harness, stuff like that for my dog. But he pretty much just stays right in there. But as I was getting to, I'd like to do two switches up here. Would be super cool looking. So like one right there sideways and the other one right there sideways. You barely have enough room, but I think I can make it happen right there and there. So stay tuned. A lot of wiring and stuff to do. But like I said, I've got all this stuff left over. This is my shop. Don't mind the mess. From e-bike repairs, scooter repair, stuff like that. So got a bunch of different lights when I was really into mini bikes. I just don't have the land and stuff. I'd still like to build up another mini bike. Those are always fun. I had a BT 200. All right, stay tuned. All right, got the back side here, the sidecar. Looks a little weird with the fender off, but this worked out perfectly. I drilled 2 holes right there. I went ahead and just lined this bracket up and just drilled slowly through it to make the hole and then finish the job. It is not that thick. Like the, I mean, it's thick enough. This frame's pretty thick, but it's not super thick. But you are able to get a few threads into it. So I did thread in, and then I will Loctite. But like so far, I mean, those are holding great. I use these rounded Phillips screws that I already had in the drawer, because the way this works, like there's little dimples there. It wouldn't fit like your standard 10 millimeter. It needs something rounded, but this just pops right in there, clips in there. I was testing to see if it needed ground, like wired, and it does. It's still, I thought this would ground it, and you would just have to run the positive to a switch. But yeah, apparently I need to run both positive here and run a negative that connects there. Run that out, and they have slots for 2 separate wires on the side. But this thing worked out great. So now I just got to worry about where I'm going to come in from. The tail light, the only holes at the bottom of this thing, I believe, are right there for the seat. And I don't see why not. I can't just sneak those out maybe, or because I'd hate to drill another hole. It took me a few days to even drill the hole for that. But it's mine. I can do whatever the heck I want. I just don't want to like ruin the shell. It took a while to drill these, confidence-wise. Not like it took a while to actually drill it. Just to convince myself to drill it. But definitely just got to get the battery placement down. I think the hardest part is going to be drilling out the area for these switches. And we're coming along good. Then I will figure out a way to get the fender mounted on there better. I might do a bracket right here. So you can see I had it taped before. The way this is designed, they've got 1 hole there and 1 hole on the other side instead of like 2. And then that 1 hole is right in the middle. So if you were to add another one, you're going to have to do 2 separate ones beside it. And I don't know what I want to do yet, but we'll get the tire off of there and see what we want to do. Because then I'm going to order a new tire. But as of for right now, it's really thick. Rubber-wise, I had the tire off. It's way thicker than these standard tires at like full strength or full tread. So I'm going to keep that on. That is a heavier duty tire. And then order one to get it replaced here shortly, at least for springtime. All right, sidecar is coming along good. I went ahead. I didn't like how the cord was going up over here. And then as you see, I'm putting these switches right here. So it was like right in the way. But as you can see, here's my idea for the switches. Drill 2 holes. So that'll be the main one. Be the headlights and taillights. And then the second one over here, got the same identical switch. It'll be for the spotlight. So you can swivel it still a little bit. Figure the cord out a little bit. Lube up the cord. Figure it out. This worked out really good. Just got to clean these up and even it out. A few of them went down a little too far there, but that's fine. Just going to even it out. Using this to clean it all off. And I'm going to clean up everything inside. And then I'm going to decide what to do down here. So, I mean, when water gets in here anyway, it probably would be a good idea to have 1 hole Here's the side that connects to the bike. So I'm thinking about making a hole and then putting all the wires in from there. Well, actually, I mean, that's the side that the, well, maybe on this side doing that, because the headlight will be over there, tail light here, spotlight, everything ran that side. Yeah, we could do that, but turning out good. It's not going to be like super nice looking. I mean, this covers up all the imperfections of the horrible cutting there. I don't really have like a Dremel or anything too fancy. I just had a drill and made it work. So, all right, let's get this thing finished up. All right, mostly done. Just gotta throw the wheel back on and figure out the fender and stuff, but here's the mess inside. Not too bad. Just gonna probably Velcro strip the bottom to the bottom of this. Really heavy duty Velcro strip. I've got the charger coming off for the battery tender. And as you can see here, got my switches installed. So the one right there is the main lights. So your bottom headlight and tail light. And the second switch is for the, what you could say, the spotlight. We could swivel it around. This thing is so cool. Oh my gosh. So bright. Definitely going to be the coolest sidecar around. Alright, going to clean up, like wiring wise. I'll make sure everything's kind of tucked up underneath. There's a little short and something. Alright, I'll check that out. Kind of flickered, so I'll see if there's a little loose connection anywhere. I soldered all this, or most of it, I would say. Got the wire zip tied. I did go through just one hole right there inside the cart for the headlight and the tail light. Get some snips. Snip the zip ties. Got 3 zip ties running down there. Figure out the fender situation and we'll get this thing outside. Finish up this video. Alright, got the sidecar back outside and hooked back up. Looking good. Didn't do much with the battery yet. It's just sitting up here. Gonna either kind of glue it down or just make a little bracket. And then also gonna hide some of these wires a little bit. But here we go. Got our main lights. So that switch will do the brake light and that headlight. As you can see, it really nice. There's some lighting in front of the sidecar there. And then this other one will be the spotlight here. Can't tell the difference. Oh, there we go. That's something behind there. Just trying to figure out what wire was kind of funky last night. We got our we'll get that wired in right. Make sure we get that loose connection. But look, I mean, perfectly, like literally like a spotlight. Oh, can't move it. All right, we'll get that sorted out, but everything else is working good. Get the dog out on it. See how it goes. Just Got a sidecar done. Let's see, I got light switches up here. That'll turn on this tail light and that headlight. And then this other one for the spotlight. That could be moved. It's got a little short in it right now. I gotta figure out what wire's loose. But pretty cool.